Hey, Queens, and welcome to the Q Chat, the official podcast of Go Queen, where we have real conversations to inspire healing, growth, and purpose. I'm your host, Shronda Armstrong, founder of Go Queen magazine. Through my work, I help women develop purpose-driven brands that align with their truth, their voice, and their vision. Whether it's through media, branding, or storytelling, I'm all about helping queens shine unapologetically. Here on the Q Chat, we talk about all things self-love, mental health, entrepreneurship, and what it means to walk boldly in your purpose. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'm always here to remind you to go love yourself. Today's guest is the stunning and soulful Tari Elegele, model, mother, entrepreneur, and cast member on Bravo's King's Court. Known for her authenticity and radiant energy, Tari is a woman who's walked through grief, grown through pain, and continues to redefine what it means to love fearlessly. Her story is one of resilience, purpose, and self-love, and I'm so honored to have her here on the Q Chat. So let's tune in.
She's a queen about her business, working hard on a mission. Head high, purpose driven, crown on, never tilted, go queen. She's a queen about her business, working hard on a mission. Head high, purpose driven, crown on, never tilted, go queen, go queen.
Hey, Queens. Thank you guys for joining another episode of the Q Chat. And my special guest is Miss Tari Elegele. And she is so beautiful. And she is currently guest starring on Bravo's King's Court. So I know you guys seen the other two seasons with the Queens, but now they open the door to the Kings to let the men in to choose love. And Tari is on the show right now. So we're going to be talking, of course, about the show and her journey. And I'm going to see if I get some background information, if we can get some secrets from her. But we'll also be talking about our favorite topic, of course, self-love. But we're also going to be talking a little more about finding love. I know, like, a lot of women, they do want to find that partner. They do want to find that king. So we're going to be also talking about some insight on finding love and opening our hearts up to love. And Tari also has some special information about finding love after grief as well. So we got a lot to dig into. How are you doing today?
Yes. I'm doing great. That's a lot to dig into. I was just digesting that, Sharonda. Golly, oh my God. First
Oh my gosh,
date.
you are
I
so
love it.
gorgeous, and your light, your energy is just great. So we definitely want to get started. So I do want to ask you. So also, you are a model, TV personality. You're on the King's Court right now. So let's go ahead and start with your roots, your background. So how did you get started in modeling? Like I said, you're so gorgeous. Like I'm like, oh my God, I'm just so taken aback. So like, how did you get started in modeling?
Well, how do I get started in modeling? I got started in modeling by watching my mom as a young girl. My mom, she's the walk, and later she walked, just walked so, actually, my mom was sashay in a place. I feel like she was floating. Like, I was like, Mom, what's going on? How, like, Mom, how you do that? How do you even move like that? I studied her. I watched her. She taught me a lot. And I realized that I was modeling my mom for a very long time, that doing it on for commercials and runways and print campaigns and for large brands. It really became a way of life. So I would say I started as a little girl, as a young girl. I didn't realize I was modeling, but I wanted to be my mom so bad that I was modeling her. So I got into it from the beginning.
So speaking of your
Yeah.
mother, how was your childhood and where are you from? Where were you born? How was your childhood and your upbringing?
So, man, my childhood. So I have 9 other brothers and sisters. So it's 10 of us. We're super deep. Okay. So we had to learn how to fight at an early age. Okay. Everybody, look, it's a lot of us. You sure? Are you sure about that? But we had to, we grew up outside. right? Playing, in the trees, running in the dirt. Well, chickens and pigs and running around on my grandma's farm, on the land, on acres of our land. We grew up slaughtering our own animals with my grandmother and my grandfather and my mom. So I grew up real, real. Okay. You're like, oh, you look so pretty. Okay. But that's not it. That's not it. So I grew up with love in my family, and it felt good to be loved coming up. Um, yeah, I love my family. They're the reason why I'm here right now. I do anything for
Wow. How did your upbringing shape just your experiences now as an adult and with your journey? And you are a mother, of course. How did that shape your upbringing and just how you raise your children and your journey right now as well, since you had such humble beginnings?
Oh, wow. Okay, so my upbringing really shaped me a lot. My father came in from Nigeria, from Bayelsa, Uruguay in the 80s. Came here, met my mom in Melbourne, Florida. So I truly had the experience of having an African parent and an American parent. And what people think that's so far so different is that, oh, Americans are different than Africans, but I was what I no, we are the same people. My father came to this country and met my mom, and I see my aunt in Nigeria come back, and my sisters, my aunties look just like my aunties here in America, then they look like my aunties in Nigeria. I'm like, ah, Dad, you came to America and found your family. The, so from early on, knowing that being so powerful, shaped my childhood a lot. I got that balance. I had to understand life on both sides. And it really allowed me to be able to see things from a different perspective, be able to have my own opinion, and being able to like just honor who I am a lot sooner than later.
Mm.
My upbringing is not all beautiful all the time, right? Even though we lived, it would say in the hood, our neighborhood in the black community, my parents owned their home in that neighborhood. This is ours. This is ours. This okay. Yeah, okay, we all brown over here. Fine. Can I, it's still, this is belong to us, you know? And that's what it's about. So my childhood is continuing to shape me, to this day as a grown woman, as a mother, because I want to teach my children those things too. And growing up in this world right now with these kids, you know, phones all the time, not going outside, actually be of the earth, of the world, the nature, but just, you know,
I love how you
these
said your
massive diversity.
I love how you say your childhood still shapes you as you're moving forward. I think I've never heard someone say it in that perspective, how it's still shaping you. And I think that's really insightful. I really do like that. What are some of the challenges you may have faced with where you are now and becoming a model and a woman of color? Were there any type of challenges you had to face? Are there still with the beauty world, just certain expectations or stereotypes or people want to box women of color in certain boxes with the way we look. Have you faced any type of challenges as a woman of color in the modeling world?
Um, yeah, I definitely would definitely feel like I faced some challenges in this model. Was like, as a woman, as myself, right? I do believe that there's there's notions that, oh, she has no hair. Oh, her skin is deep. It's here. Oh, she has an opinion. Oh, she actually thinks. And I think that's frowned upon when a woman has any kind of confidence in the any industry, modeling industry, corporate America, because I've done both. And I think that as Black women, we just face a certain level of challenges because we just so fucking kids. Nope, nope, no, no. We're so amazing. We're so that it's a fight. Like, why you want to fight me for? I got to challenge. Why I got to challenge every? I don't even want to fight you. I just want to come be me. Why you got to put all your anger upon me? Stop projecting. So we have so many challenges, man, as a Black woman that it's like become our norm, right? It's, but I don't want it to be. Get off of me, you know? So as I work through my challenges, It's being a mother, it's being a woman, it's being brown, it's being black, it's being African, it's being Nigerian, it's being me. Right? Right? I call in the Holy Spirit to you. I may not have all the answers, but I know that they're there. And I surrender to those answers, and I hope that we can find them
You know,
together.
you really hit on something how being a confident Black woman is like kryptonite for some
Girl.
people. To walk in a room as a woman of color and just be proud of who you are. And like when women of color, you know how it is when we put it on, we put it on. And I don't mean just visually with our clothes and materialistically, but just having that inner confidence, the way that we can command a room. It really offends people sometimes. And I know, oh, when you mentioned corporate, oh my God, I definitely went through that as well. Being, like they said, you go from the pet to the threat. So having that confidence as a
Oh.
Black woman in a lot of settings, it's so awkward sometimes because you don't want to shrink. But then if you just come in as your authentic self, sometimes that could be looked at as, well, are they arrogant? Are they cocky? Or who do they think they are? You just doing too much. It's such a conflict sometimes. But I really felt what you said about just being that woman. You know what I'm saying? Being that girl, and how it can ruffle some feathers because it's like, who is she? What is she doing? You know?
I just want to live. I just want to live. Let me live.
Right. It could bring in some good, but it can also bring in some looks like, like, wait a minute, like, who do you think you are? So I
Yeah.
really felt that. I really felt that when you said that. What have been some of the good moments? I know you've had the pleasure to work with some brands and things like that. And of course, we'll talk about your journey right now on television, but what have been some of your favorite moments in your career so far as a model?
Oh, some of my favorite moments, my career as a model. Oh my gosh, being able to travel the world and work with brands like WhatsApp, Nivea, uh, Apple, Samsung, Volkswagen. And funny, to be able to book Volkswagen ad was so like symbolic to my journey because when I moved from Florida, just packed up my car, I bought a Volkswagen Beetle and I drove it from Florida to California. And that was one of the major car ads that I booked was the Volkswagen. I was like, look at this full circle. But um, I think that just being able to, I think, meeting new people in the industry as being a model, working and having your own and sense schedule, that freedom to be able to do things that you actually enjoy doing, you know? um, is what I enjoy the most. Um, and they're all my highlights, with as being a model. I love to be able to. I remember my girls were young, right? I had to bring them to shoots. Oh, we be having a shoot today? Come now. We're going on set, and I'm having someone look after them for me. And that was, that's our life. That's what we've been doing. And being able to do that frees up a lot of my time so I can spend it with them. Spend it and not at a 9 to 5 corporate job that I tried, right? I have a degree. I went to school. You know, don't use it. It didn't serve me. So being a model allows me that freedom of just to be who I am.
I love that, the freedom to be who you are. What advice do you have? Because I feel like what you just mentioned is being who you are. And sometimes being who you are, you have to let go of some things or do detours sometimes. As you mentioned, you did do the corporate 9 to 5 thing and it wasn't for you. You went to college. It wasn't for you to do the 9 to 5 thing. And you are being who you want to be as a model. And I feel so many people, women in particular, are in a struggle right now because they want to walk in their purpose, choose their truth, and walk in their light. But sometimes you may not have that same, level of confidence or that big ol' imposter syndrome that some people deal with where they think they can't do it. What advice do you have for some people that, they want to do it, they want to follow that dream, but just that little imposter syndrome in their back of their head telling them they can't do it. What advice do you have to tell somebody like, hey, like you really can go for it. You can achieve that goal. You can walk away from some things. What advice would you have for that woman?
You know who you are, Queen. You do. Because the thoughts that you have that you can do it, well, not even they're there because they belong there. You know who you are. You know what you want to do. Go for it. And when you have any inclination of doubt, who you are. Remember who you are. And and at time it's hard. And when you think that you can achieve it on your own, it's never really on our own. I say that you pray. You can't. Sit with yourself in silence. It's okay. Some people, oh, I need my phone. No, no, it's okay. Put it away for a little while. But sit with yourself. Remind yourself who you are. It's hard sometimes. It is. But if you just try it. Don't stop. Don't give up. Don't say, "Oh, I'm 38. I can't do it. Oh, I have a daughter. I can't do it. Oh, I grew up in a hood. Oh, I can't do it. Oh, my skin's too rich. I can't do it. Oh, my hair is so C, so I can't do it." Nah, those are the extra reasons why you can't. Okay, those are really the reasons of why you can't. Okay, I don't know if I didn't have my daughters. I don't know what I would be. I know so many people who don't have children and who sleeping on themselves. I got somebody I got somebody I'm fighting for. Like, you understand? Like, I have somebody that I must achieve for. You still sleeping on yourself. Why? Wake up. My children has allowed me to propel me because I can see a visual day in. Okay, this is what I'm doing. This is the goal. This is what I'm doing. So a lot of people try to condemn you for those things. People, like, when you try to condemn yourself for those things. I'm a mom. I'm a woman. All those things are the reasons why, exactly why you can do it. Okay? So, Queen, hear me out. Those are the reasons why you can. Okay? Why you can. I don't care what they talking about. Oh, we know you, girl. You got you. Oh, Lord. See. Okay, I'm sorry. My nose is
No,
making me.
but I
Sharonda, you got me
love it.
going. You got me running everywhere now. See? Getting
No,
it.
I love it. I love how you said those are the reasons why you can. Oh my God. And that's the thing. The things that people think are just like I love how you mentioned rich skin tone, 4C hair. These are the things that make us who we are. And there's certain people in this world that try to make that a bad thing. But no, these are your gifts. That's the things that you need to own up to. As you said, that's the thing. Those are the reasons why you should be on a stage or why you should be that person or why you should be walking into those rooms and owning it. And also being a single mother, being 38, 48, I don't care. Like, you can still go for it. You can still be unstoppable. So those were some words and affirmations. Now I know you mentioned your children and being a mother, and I also wanted to talk to you because just with your information and your research about you, I know that you experienced a personal loss. So I just want to ask you, how, and you're shining, girl, just in this conversation. How have you been able to navigate going through a loss, still being a mother now that you lost your partner, you're being a mother? How are you able to navigate that and still shine and just still be your energy is just beautiful. How have you been able to navigate through all those things to just still be who you are and to give to your children?
Okay. navigating losing my best friend, baby daddy, so my friend, my round, could be from Florida, so what's that round? You know, man, navigating losing Troy because his name was Troy. He should, we must say his name. Um, a friend. It was, oh my God, that's something I really realized losing him. When we were 20, 22 years old. My best friend, we were pregnant with Trinity. Um, when I got the news that Troy was killed, sitting with that, or even going through life with this, I don't. It's a day and day and day in. I miss Troy so much because he was so excited about his daughter. Right? We were young, we were in love, we were my first love. This man I was going to marry, spend the rest of our life together. We had plans. We had plans. He was going to go off to be a professional boxer. He had just turned pro. He had his first battle on HBO. And he was set off to do great things. He was a man. He was kind. He had the beautiful smile. He was one of the men in the community that you knew. And if you didn't know him, you wanted to know him because his smile was just like, wow, whoa, actually want to know you. Um, so losing a man that's so kind and it's so kind to me was just a great loss for me. He did leave me with a message. And I was so very emotional, I was crying. It's hard for me to always tell this story. But I want to find strength today because I really want to let the queens know that if you receive a message, a divine message, I need you to move on. Okay. 2 weeks before Troy was killed, untimely, he came to me out of nowhere. He says, Tari, I want you to name our daughter Faith. At the time, Shronda, we had no idea we were having a girl. It was too soon. I was born in, we was going to find out the week after his passing. So he didn't know he was having a daughter just yet. I didn't know. He knew because, um, anyhow, he said, name his daughter Faith. And when he said it, it was so weird, it was so strange. I'm like, this is Faith. Like, we are here watching movies and going to Halloween Horror Nights. Like, Faith, like, we're kids, right? You know. But the message was Faith. And I take that with me as a divine message from the Holy Spirit. I take that with me. And a lot of things that I've done, I just hopped out and said, I got to do it. I got to step out on faith. Okay. So me and my daughters were having the perfect life. The time women on brink of homelessness, no car, no place to stay, being in a situation that we don't need to be in. It's not been a beautiful thing for me. But in all those situations, I know that I had to have faith.
Hey, Queen. If you're loving this conversation, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, or leave a comment, and make sure you share this episode with another queen who needs to hear it. And don't forget, if you're ready to build a purpose-driven brand, or if you want to get featured in Go Queen magazine, head over to www.goqueen.com and let's connect. Now let's get back to this episode.
Right. And it's gotten me. I'm sorry, for this is long. And I just is long. I'm sorry. That message of Queen, when you hear it, take it, respect it, honor it, listen to it, you know what I mean? So Trinity Faith is here. And man, if I didn't have my daughters, I don't know where I'd be. Let me say that again. Yeah. Yeah. a lot be without faith.
That's something else. Just hearing that love that you had and being able to just have the love of your life and experience that beautiful love. It's still a beautiful thing. And just hearing you speak of him, just you can hear the love from what you're saying. It does feel like a spiritual connection for sure. It just seems very beautiful. So I know, of course, right now you are on the King's Court and you're on a show that it is about opening your heart up. I know the first two episodes are out right now, and everyone on the program, and of course, this season is different because they have it for the kings. The previous ones were the queens. But I just find it so interesting because everyone has like the same, they just want love. Not even necessarily, you don't have to walk out of it with marriage, but it's natural for people to want to have a human connection, love. How was it, before we go into some details with the show, how did you get to a point where you wanted to explore, finding love again? You look beautiful.
Okay. Cause you got me. Let me hold on, cause I'm already sweating and crying, and I was crying. Now I'm sweating.
But you're
Okay, it's
beautiful.
too much. Thank you.
But
Thank
you are
you.
gorgeous.
Not running on my face like the whole not the whole interview. So,
Yeah, you are beautiful.
oh man. So man, okay, so how would open my heart up to want to find love again? Oh, so for a long time, I do believe that I was closed off for love. I was in love with a dead man for a long time. I'm gonna be honest. I tell the world, look, I'm sorry, I can't love you. I'm in love with somebody who's not even walking this earth anymore. Yeah, I got to sort through that. I am. I'm working on it. Okay, but you just not giving the same kind of. You just those energies is not of this person's caliber, and I just am still looking to find someone who's
Yeah.
kind, not because someone's forcing them to be, but it's a virtue, kindness, um, who lights up a room, a man who's a purpose, a value of, a family, fortitude, discipline, so I, as I'm navigating looking for those characteristics from somebody who I know genuinely loved me, early on in life, it's like, oh, that's how you act. Oh no, well, you don't get out of here. Yeah, go now, go. You, you better go away. Like, leave. Why are you here with that foolishness around me? I'm not. I don't even. I don't want to do that. So my heart's been closed off because of, I guess, not even I guess, because where I believe I would like to see these things in a man, and I want to make sure that I'm also displaying these things too, right? So we both gotta like some of the same things, and some of the values should be aligned. Um, and that man is out there, Shronda. I know he out there. I know he is. He looking for me. I'm looking for him. We looking for each other. I'm like, oh, we're getting closer and closer to him with each experience and things. And I'm more so ready than ever to be able to, because I've been doing the work. So now I'm more so ready than ever to meet who is being prepared for me, who's looking for me, who's also looking for me. I'm not just looking for him because I am not indeed looking to be with anything or anybody. I'm looking to be with something very specific, something that I've selected and chose, something also specific that chose me. So we know what we're doing here. Um, so a lot of men, and as we grow up, we're now getting to my late 30s. I think more now people are understanding and realizing. I think that for all of us, we have to go through these experiences, right? So now, okay, you going through yours, I'm going through mine. Okay. So did we learn our lessons yet, or what? You ready to come together now? We've been away far along to enough, right? We still need to have more children. Like, we still have to, travel like all the countries in the world. Like, we got something got to be doing. Would you let's stop playing with our time like this? What are you doing? We could have had generations by now, kings and queens. Play with me. Anyway, Sharonda, I'm ready because I have twins, you know. I gotta have twins, you know. I'm gonna be 40 very soon. Not yet, but still soon. I'm 38 now. I'm gonna be 40 soon, right? My mom, she had 10 kids up into her 40s, right? It's possible, right? I think I got some good DNA in there. Mike can sort through, get me an egg, you know, someplace. Just gotta find the right man to fertilize this egg this time. We ain't playing.
But you know what I
It's
love, what you just said, when you said so confidently, he is there, he's looking for me. I love that. And I know, like, we live in a whole independent woman, strong woman, I get it. But there is nothing wrong with wanting a partner, with wanting love, and just not being negative too about the beauty of having a relationship. You said it so beautifully and confidently that he's looking for you. You manifesting it and affirming it. And I just think that is such a great thing just to have that sense of he's there because also with singleness, right? Sometimes singleness is made to be like such a terrible period, woe is me, loneliness, but you spoke it like he's looking for me. You also said you were doing the work, which is a beautiful thing again, because I think that we can use singleness too in our favor and our advantage. Like in the meantime, just like Iyama said, in the meantime, here are things that we could be doing in the meantime for when that king arrives. Because hell, the Bible even says, "He that finds a wife finds a good thing." So he
okay.
is
Speak,
looking.
Sharonda.
So I love that just to be ready for when he comes. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. So tell us about the King's Court. What made you decide, hey, let me try this out? As I said, this new season, they're doing it a little different. They flipped it. So they have the kings, they're the ones searching for the queens, and they're bringing in different women to get to know them. And there's Tyson Beckford on there, of course, as well. So just tell me what made you decide to say, hey, I'm going to do this on the big screen and search for love on the King's Court.
Ooh, okay. So when I decided to be a part of the King's Court, I was really I was at a really different place in my life. And I would say very I was living in Atlanta, Georgia during the time. I left LA and went to try Atlanta. Um, and it was a very challenging time for me living there. Probably the most I probably haven't cried the most ever in my life in a long time, which is I cried when I lived in Atlanta. So during the time I was seeing someone or dealing with someone who wasn't the one, wasn't mine, wasn't my man. I was in a situationship with someone. And I was like, what is this? Why am I even, how did I get here? And I'm usually, no, you guys, don't come over here. But I let this one get through the guards. You know how you let one slip in? Come on, like you let him in. And you know you shouldn't. You know from the beginning because you honor ourselves, right? We know we shouldn't, but we let him in. I did. Come on in. Took real good care of him. Yes, I did. And vice versa. But it wasn't my man. It was someone else's. Okay? I'm real strict. I won't show nobody else man policy. I let that one come in. And that's why I got that strict policy. Anyhow, but that allowing that and to see what comes along with that, the hurt, the pain, not feeling like you're good enough, the crying, the wondering, well, why I can't, why, but why don't I have men? Why everybody, oh, oh, you like me? Oh, you, okay, well, don't put yourself there. But sometimes you have to go through those things to be able to learn. This is how down King's Court, right? I only wanted to look for love because I felt so low. And I started to think when things start happening, feelings I was feeling of not good enough, not loved, not seen, not worthy. I began to say that no, I want to feel the opposite of these things. These are I don't want to, I want to feel the opposite. How could I feel the opposite of these things? I want to be about love and I want to be in love with someone who loves me. I don't want that. I want the opposite of that. So I started putting that out there. Um, and I submitted and the producers got back to me. They were like interviewing me and like, oh, you're great. I'm like, so when I submitted, I didn't really think I was going to get picked to be on the show. I was like, I need love. I'm in my bed scrolling. Anyway, if I say it like this, I let him. What's wrong with me? I know. Beating myself up, right? Scrolling, right? And I saw this come up. Hey, Queen, King three Queens looking for love. Queen, no, said Queen's looking for love. Are you tired? Are you going through the motions? Are you tired of not having your own? All the things I was going through. Are you? I said, it sounds like me. I submitted. Anyway, long story short, I got on the show. They selected me, and my experience has changed my life. It's really, it's changed my life, and because again, I was able to go through things that I wouldn't have never went through had I not gone through this experience of being on King's Court, being around other women in the house, being with three different men, having them in the same house with you, and like to have cameras recording you for 24 hours of the day. It's a lot to unpack, but feeling insecure is is the main reason I wanted to look for love. I was in a low place all around.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
That's something else and like I said, you're a beautiful woman. And just to hear you say, be transparent and raw and say, well, you were in an insecure period. And just again, you're very transparent about the situation you were in. It happens to the best of us. And
Yeah.
it's so easy to be in, a bad situation when it comes to finding love and just beating yourself up afterwards, thinking, questioning your worth, questioning your value. So I appreciate how you were so transparent with that because a lot of women have found themselves in situations, like you said, where it's just not quite right. You may know it deep down, like, okay, girl, this man ain't it, right? But that loneliness starts to kick in and we start doing some things that we would never want to admit to people. So I totally
Exactly.
understand for sure. And I just appreciate you with the transparency of saying, like, hey, I was in a vulnerable, insecure spot because it's so hard sometimes, I think, to admit that sometimes. But again, it happens to the best of us. And it sometimes doesn't even matter how beautiful you are on the outside.
All of us. Thank you.
It's the inside of just still being that person that is vulnerable, who wants love, who may look at, like the song says, looking for love in all the wrong places. We've all been there. So I
Okay.
definitely appreciate your transparency. Now, I do have a question from one of our audience members that submitted before this episode that they posed. So I'm going to read it right now. And this is from Vishnu, better known as China, the screenwriter out of Atlanta. So her
Hey, China.
question
Hey,
is,
Jam. Okay.
so her question for you is, during your time on the show, did you feel that the men were truly looking for a queen? Were they genuinely interested in getting to know all of the women?
I do believe that there are men on the show who were genuinely interested in getting to know and meeting queens. I do believe that. Were all of them there for those reasons? I think definitely watch the show and see if you can decipher which ones who wasn't. But I do believe that there was men there um, who who were there on that pursuit. I don't want to. I can't give it away, A-Town.
Yeah,
Okay, don't
yeah.
don't don't let me give it away. Okay, but
Right, right.
definitely watch and tune in. But I do believe that it's a very difficult way to know people very fast in this kind of setting, genuinely. But you can get a gauge of energy as soon as you know.
Yeah.
So once you gauge the energy, I think that you'll be able to decide if this person is really is for you or for not. Looks, though, like if they don't mean nothing. Looks is looks. Okay, people can look real good all day. Be careful. Okay, don't let that fool you. Okay, um, but recognize good energy. Real recognize real. I will say that.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. How was the
Thanks, girl.
experience? How was the experience with the women? I know, like, just because it's only 2 episodes are out currently. I know you come in on episode number 4, and just
That's
with the two
it.
episodes I've
That's
seen
it.
so far, like, I know the one I just watched. It was the second one where they brought in, new sets of women. So I know, like, I don't know what to call it. Is it like, I don't want to say you guys are necessarily competing, but I guess technically, in a sense, how was the feeling with the women? Is there any type of camaraderie that happens? Because, like you're all out there, it's a good amount of women, but the ratio, is 3 men to all the women. So how was that experience with the other women on the show?
Yeah. Shout out to the queens. All the queens on King's Court. I see you. They greet you now. Shout out to just getting able to know you and experience you. Those women who we build connections with, long life friendships with. Um, I see you, and I'm happy that we were able to connect. To my queens. Yeah, living in the house with women, right? I got sisters growing up. I got 2 daughters, right? It's girls. So you know how girls we gonna be girling, okay? Girls gonna act like girls, okay? And queens all the time. So there were times where it was like, well, I don't really agree with what you're saying. I don't know. Tell me I don't got a problem with you. We don't have to have issue with one another, but I don't agree with your perspective. Some people may not know how to, handle those kind of conversations because you don't agree with somebody, then they think that you're attacking them. And it's not an attack because I don't agree, but that comes with emotional intelligence, right? So there's being in a house with 20 plus other women. Uh, we have, of course, we have different personalities, different perspectives. But also we have some commonalities, right? So it's gonna be like, hey, girl, I'm gonna tell you what it is, but I still love you. I want to problem with you. Like, actually, I'm still cool with you. Like, you might be mad at me. I don't know, but if you want to talk to me about it, you know what I mean? Because I want to talk to you about it. You know what I mean? Because we're all different people. It's okay. Um. Anyway, I made some friends, and I made some people who may not want to be my friend. That's right. That's okay. Out of 21 people, I think I'm okay.
That's
My
good to
business
hear
is say the
that.
good, lead the bad.
But that's good to hear that you still made friends, because I just think that, you put a group of women together, there's so many things that you could think may happen. But it's a plus that, number one, you said you see all the queens, you shouted them out, and you did make friends. So that's always a plus too, because you are there with things in common. You are women who are looking for love. So obviously that's one thing that you all share. And I just feel like with the show too, it shows a lot of vulnerabilities with people, because it's so hard sometimes to just admit like what you really are looking for, and just putting it all out there too. It takes a brave person to come on something like that, to just put it out there too. So, I definitely commend people that have been on this platform in the past, shows, and the current one right now, of course, because just putting yourself out there. And as you said, it's different because you're not only putting yourself out there, but there's cameras, there's viewers. So, it's a little different. So I definitely can commend you guys with that. So I do want to ask you, with this platform, with Go Queen and the Q Chat, the conversation for queens, the common thread and theme of our platform is self-love. Self-love is the fuel to just have that confidence, to just show up, to just say, hey, I am valuable. I'm worthy. I can find love. I can throw myself out there in the ring again after a tremendous loss. I can still be confident that he's looking for me and I'm looking for him. Self love is just a fuel to just pursue all of that, and just all the other things that you've accomplished, being a model and just being that light and telling people, hey, you still that girl. So I want to ask you, how do you define self love and what role has self love played in your life?
Yeah. Self love. I define self love as just as Black love, as I love myself, because and love those who look like me a lot more and a lot more and a lot more. I don't know. I just feel like it's what is that, ricochet, a boomerang. Like, it just comes back. It comes back. Just growing up in America, it's just, it's hard you just think that you shouldn't love yourself or you shouldn't love anything brown or black. You shouldn't just, I define myself as Black love, because if I love my sisters, my brothers, I in return love me, genuinely. And I can extend that love to everyone because it is a love, it is an agape love, you know, but it starts at home. So we live together. Like you my home. Like we sisters. We like that. We brothers. So it starts there, and it helps me every day because I have to remind myself every day. If I don't love me, and if we don't love each other, who else will? We know nobody ain't gonna love us how we need to love us. They done shown us that over and over again, over and over again, over and over again. So when we love us, it's so small. It's like you love yourself. You know? It's a mirror. It's a mirror. I like mirrors. I like to look at the reflection of me. I see myself in you. I love you.
Wow. Man, that is so insightful. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. And you're right. Just self-love it's love. It's the love we can give to others as well. We love the way we love ourselves. So that's another thing that's so important, especially in this journey to find love and to find that king and to connect. Just having that self-love and being able to not only love ourselves, but to love someone else. Again, how can we love anybody else if we don't love ourselves? So you're right, it
Yeah,
definitely
sure.
is a boomerang. So before we end everything, this has been a beautiful conversation. Like I said, you're gorgeous. You have this great energy, and I know you're gonna find that king. If you haven't found them already, I'll definitely make sure to tune in to the rest of the episodes. But I wanted to ask you, can you leave an affirmation for the queens that are going to tune in? And it could be an affirmation on anything, just to encourage the queen that's listening, that connected with you in this beautiful interview. Do you have an affirmation you'd like to leave us with?
I am love. Right? I want you to repeat that. I'm love. Very from love moving forward. Not fear. I am love. I am not fear. When you operate from love, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's the fear that's holding us back. So I am love. This is very simple, easy. Look, I don't want a long affirmation. I'll make it very simple. I am love. Don't try to, this long. No, simple. Easy. I am love. Like Lord, what she say? Lauren Hill said, it can all be so simple. Oof. So Lord, we just rather, I don't know why we rather make it hard. We really don't have to. I'm love. Okay, bye. Gotta go. That's it.
I love it. I love it. I love it. That's the beautiful thing. I am love. And when we are loved, we can love someone else, and we can also open the door to receive that love as well. Thank you so much. This has again been a beautiful conversation, and I cannot wait to catch when you hop on the scene on this show. I know you're going to bring some energy on there, so I cannot wait to tune in when you join the show as well, just to see how this is going to go as well. So I'm definitely letting the suspense, but I do love how they switched it over to the Kings this time. So this is going to be very interesting, and I'm rooting for you, girl. Like I haven't, like I said, you haven't the episodes haven't aired yet with you on there, but I can't wait to see what happens.
This
I know it's gonna
Sunday.
be something. I can't wait. So thank you again just for sharing your story, your journey, and for throwing in this positive energy. I love it. And just giving the queens that are going to tune in that confidence, especially the single queens, that he's looking for you. So don't give up. And it's also never too late to pursue anything you want in life. So I do love it. So again, this is Tari Elegele, and tune in to Bravo's King's Court. It's airing on Peacock on Mondays, and it's also on Bravo on Sundays. So make sure you guys tune in and root for Tari. Again, this has been a beautiful conversation. Can you tell everybody how they can find you on social media, how they can learn more about you? So give everybody all your socials and where they can reach out to you.
Hey, so you guys can find me on everything by my first and last name, Tari Elegele. Look me up, Tari, my last name, Elegele. Front and back, which is a palindrome. Shout out to mom and daddy for having me. I appreciate them so much. And check out my fans. I am launching these fans. You guys like them? Please let me know. I got them in so many different fabrics. It's this is my only fans, okay? It's only fans here, okay? That's all we got here. OnlyFans. All right. So check me out, follow me, and yeah, come get fan. Go get your fan, queen. Okay.
I love it. And those fans are beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. So,
Yeah.
guys, make sure you go ahead and
Go get
follow
yours.
Tari and go ahead and go get one of those fans. Those are beautiful. I love it so much. And Tari has broken down so many beautiful things in this conversation, just bringing her energy and her light and just showing that, hey, you are able to find love and to be loved and to receive love and to give love. It's all a reciprocal boomerang, as she mentioned. So we don't have to feel that. And it's okay to be a strong woman. I get it. But we also can be vulnerable and admit that we want love, but also realize that we're capable of receiving it. It's okay to do the work and it's okay to be vulnerable. But just always remember to have that self love and to realize that you're worthy and you're valuable. Even as you're walking into your singleness, you can still be valuable while you're single, but be open. Be open. Not everyone is bad. There are people out there that are willing to love you and to connect with you and change your life and just do so many different things to just bring value and purpose into your life. So just have that open heart. Use your discernment, but be open because love is waiting for you. So thank you again. This is Tari Elegele. This has been a beautiful conversation. And just remember, you can catch more episodes like this and more www.goqueen.com. Make sure you guys be safe. Keep your heart open to love and go love yourself.
She's a queen.